Comprehension questions for 4-year-olds. This is the second program in a series of programs, but can also operate as a pure standalone program. It is designed by speech pathologists and it targets Marion Blank's level 2 and 3 questions. This program aims to train educators and parents to ask targeted, developmentally appropriate questions, but also to evaluate the quality and the content of a child's oral response. Within the program, there are 38 recommended picture books, and corresponding to each of those picture books are specifically scripted comprehension questions. At the top of the cards is a reminder: children learn best when picture books are read and reread. Read that picture book every day and ask a different set of questions. There are day 1 questions, day 2, day 3, and day 4 questions. The speech pathology scripted card provides examples of what are age-appropriate or adequate responses for this age range, as well as examples of what type of responses from children constitute an inadequate and immature and potentially a delayed language profile response. It is normal for adults working with children at this level to need to use these techniques. When a child provides an immature or an inadequate or an insufficient response, repeat that question. Rephrase it. Ask the question in simple terms and reduce the content within that actual question. Model a correct response so the child can hear you answering that question and then ask them again. Some examples: how are the platypus and the dingo the same? And what is an age-appropriate response and what is that immature response? Koalas can climb trees. Tell me something that cannot climb trees. Quite a lengthy comprehension question in which children have to attend to all of the components within that question to be able to respond appropriately. There are short progress checks included within this program. They will provide evidence of skill development when this program is implemented over a 6 or 12-month period, but also can be used as supporting evidence when referring to a speech pathologist. Given that comprehension questionability is associated with later reading achievement, this program will show educators and caregivers how to facilitate developmentally appropriate comprehension ability. The 4-year-old comprehension questions pack is based upon blank level questioning and focuses primarily on level 2 questions and level 3 questions. So after reading one of the recommended picture books on the picture book list contained in the pack 2, 3, 4 times, and so the child or children or class is very comfortable with the content, it's then time to ask questions based upon that picture book. Opening to a relevant page, asking a question: how are the goose and the bat the same? The questioning cards provide age-appropriate responses and non-age-appropriate responses. Some students or children will respond, they're not the same, or he's black and he's white. Well, inappropriate response, so flip over. On the rear side, you will find techniques that adults need to apply so that children learn to answer questions appropriately. Repeat the question using visual cues. Okay. How are the bat and the goose the same? What's the same about the bat and the goose? The child might still say, well, they're not the same. Flip over. Let's use another technique. Give 2 alternatives for the child to choose from. Well, bats can fly and a goose can also fly. A bat can walk and a goose can walk. A bat can eat and a goose can eat. What's the same about the bat and the goose? Or they're both hanging upside down, etc. Chances are the child will choose one of your ideas to respond, to repeat, or come up with their own. Going on to the next question. Look over the page. What is the penguin doing? Adequate response. He's sliding, or the penguin's sliding. Inappropriate response. He's lying down, swimming. Okay. Repeat the question. What is the penguin doing? What's he doing? He's Great. What is the penguin doing? He's sliding. Fantastic. It's surprising to a lot of adults that when they start asking these questions, children quite frequently will provide inappropriate answers or only partially appropriate. The key to this program are the techniques on the rear side that really help a child provide the best understanding and the best level of explanation to comprehension questions for their age. And once through these comprehension questions, and after they've followed the post-test, progress on to the 5-year-old comprehension questions, which focus on blank level 3 and blank level 4 questions. If you found this information useful, don't forget to click the subscribe button and check out our related videos shown here. If you have any questions or feedback, please add them to the comments below and we'll be sure to respond. Otherwise, you can reach us via live chat on our website, pld-literacy.org. Thanks again for viewing.